Hello my little freakineeks, thank you for coming back to my channel for yet another video. We're going to be doing a bit of a mixture. I don't know, I really don't know. I'm just going to be doing my makeup. Some of it's going to be talk. So Anastasia came out with some new lashes and I'm so excited to show you these because I didn't even think that they were going to come out with any lashes, to be completely honest, but they did. They came out with 8 pair. I'm going to show you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them because I have a pair on right now, which they're very comfortable. I like that they're like already stacked lashes, which is bomb. You don't like have to stack them. They're full and they're really amazing. Some of it I'm going to be talking about. Some of it I'm just going to speed on through, and that's just it, I guess. So enjoy. So let's go ahead and get into this. I mean, I was gonna go ahead and just put on my foundation and get the base like set before like I just do my eye makeup and just start talking from there. But I mean, I guess I could just start from square one and move my way to the end. So let's get into this, okay? So first off, I guess I should just start by saying I love to color correct. Also, I always have like a rag. This is my makeup rag. Sure, it's kind of dingy and dirty. I wash it a lot. Trust me, it's just stained. So it looks trashy, but it's very much washed. It smells like Downy. I swear. It's clean. I swear. I swear. So I always like to color correct because unfortunately I was born the wrong gender I was supposed to be. So with that being said, I have to color correct certain areas on my face to make sure it hides and doesn't cast any shadows or anything that I don't want it to cast. So with that being said, if you're going to color correct certain areas that are going to be a little bit darker or just going to cast like some type of undertones that you really don't want, say for example you didn't sleep the night before and you really want to hide that restless night, or if you shaved and you want to hide that beard, get yourself an orange. I'm using this one from Cover FX. I really like this one. Obviously you can tell I'm almost out. So I grab it and put it in the areas that generally show up. What the fuck is this? That show up like a different color when I put on my makeup. And I need to say this. If you're transgender, if you're a drag queen, if you're wearing makeup or foundations or anything of that matter, color correct your fucking beards, okay? Because that shit is not cute when you're wearing foundation and it's like casting a different color where your beard is. Everybody can fucking see it, okay? Cover that shit. Hide that shit. Put some fucking plaster on that shit because it shows. It really does show. So, with that being said, get yourself a color corrector. Because no matter how heavy or how full coverage foundation you got or you're using or whatever, it still fucking shows. So get yourself some color corrector. Or you can even use an eyeshadow. But color correct that fucking beard, mustache, anything. Because it's not cute. It's really not cute. So, As you see, I put it on the areas that I need, and I'm just like fingering it in and not blending too much away because you still want it to be very much there. I like to get right here on the sides of my nose. And then after you got it on pretty much like this, I sometimes like to go in my brow like this and on my eyelids, depending on what look I'm doing. Like if I'm gonna do, for example, if I'm gonna do like a Marilyn Monroe type look, which I never do, but if I'm gonna do like a look where it's gonna be like a naked eyelid, I do want to color correct there because you don't want your discoloration from your eyelid to bleed through. You want it to be a very nude eyelid. And of course, color correction varies on skin tone. Oh my god, my nose is like itchy. So find one that match or kind of fits your skin tone a little bit better. People that are more on the fair to lighter skin would generally want to use something more of an orange. If you're more of a deeper skin tone, you're going to want to use something that's either a little bit darker or even go into that peach. Or look online to see who has the same similar skin tone as you do and see what they color correct with, so you can go ahead and hide any of those imperfections you kind of want to cover. Okay? So once you go ahead and got that on, you definitely do want to put some powder on that because you don't really want it to blend with your foundation. So right here, I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier Translucent. Get a little bit on your brush. And just pretty much like set it. If you don't have a color corrector, you can definitely use a lipstick. You can use an eyeshadow. You could use anything that you feel is going to give you that pigment around that area that you want to have corrected. So after you do that, go ahead and get yourself a primer. I'm going to be using the Banana Bright Face Primer from Ole Henriksen. I like this one, I guess, for the most part. It's really all I have at this moment. So I use what I got. A lot of people don't like to use primers for whatever reason. They just don't like the many layers. They don't like the extra step or whatever. I love primers because I like to have that barrier between my skin and the foundation, especially because you're setting your face with a drying foundation. No matter, even if they say on that foundation that it's hydrating, blah blah blah, this and that, it's great for your skin, anti-aging bullshit, it's still drying out your skin. It's still gonna dry out your skin. It's still gonna give you some dryness. So I always like to put that barrier between my skin and the foundation with a primer. And of course, there's many different kind of primers. When using a mattifying primer, you never want to smear it in. Definitely just want to pat it in, because once you start smearing it, it starts lifting and your face starts to crack and it just doesn't look the loveliest. So always watch out with how you apply your primer. Each primer has kind of like a different technique when using it. So make sure you know which one you're using and you use it correctly. And don't overdo it with your primers. But yet in the same time, it's your primer, so do whatever the fuck you want. So it is what it is. Okay, this part I'm just gonna be setting my concealer and my foundation and my powder. So I'm gonna kind of like fast forward this part because everybody does this, so yeah. Oh, that's like itchy right here. So let's get into it. So I'm gonna continue fast forwarding all the boring stuff like my nose contour, which there's a video of me doing that already, and I mean, I'm sure you guys don't want to see me contouring my nose again, but I mean, if you want to, I guess. Alright, so I'm gonna be doing, I guess, like a pink and purple and black look. Nothing too spectacular, just so I can, you know, put on a face. So let's get into this. I really like to pack on some pink with just whatever brush you want to use. I'm going to be using the Norvina Volume 1 palette. I'm going to be using A5. Get into there and just pack on that color. Good smoky eye. Grab any clean brush you got and start blending that area. I like to drag it towards my nose contour and out again. Just in that area, back and forth, circular motions, and then clean that brush on a rag, and then do that other side. Get a big fluffy brush and go in there even some more. I'm gonna pack on some more pink. And grab your fluffy brush and blend that out. Don't be afraid to spend a little time blending. It doesn't hurt to just blend a little bit. If you feel like you blended enough, blend a little more. It doesn't hurt to just spend a couple more seconds blending on an area. And you want to do it with a clean brush, not a brush that you packed on some color with. Do it with a clean brush. And if you don't have much brushes, it's okay to use the same brush. Just make sure you clean it on a rag before you go ahead and start blending on that area, because you don't want to be adding more product on your eye when you want to start blending, because you can always pack and blend like I've mentioned in previous videos, because you don't want to pack and then blend, because then it's going to be so much harder to blend what you need to. So pack as much as you can to give it like a good color, and then blend it, and then you can always pick up that color as well, as high as you want. And now to start deepening, you want to go in with a purple color. I'm going to be using B1 from the Norvina palette. Actually, I lied. I'm going to be using A2 because it's a little bit more darker. get your clean brush and just blend those two colors together. See the gradation? Now I'm using a white. And I'm packing that on the corners. To cut out that crease. And after I have on that white, I like to go back in with just a bit of a darker purple and just deepen it that crease. And just apply it on the bottom. And after you pack it on, you want to blend it. Get yourself some liquid liner, or if you know how to use pencil liner, go ahead and put that on. Alright, you're going to want to get yourself a mascara, but first I'm going to use this Marc Jacobs eyelash primer, sorry. And then I'm going to use my Marc Jacobs mascara. Lashes, lashes, lashes. So Anastasia came out with some new lashes. Alright, and that is it. Thank you for watching this video. If there's anything else that you would like to see from me, go ahead and don't be afraid to ask. I want your guys' feedback of what you guys want to see from me, because I'm just making these makeup videos and they're not even like actual makeup videos. They're just me doing my makeup. And yeah. So just go ahead and leave me a comment, because I'm just probably gonna start doing random videos of myself already in makeup, eating, and just doing random stuff. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is. But anyways, thank you for watching.